Welcome to this Sunday's edition of the Piledriver Podcast with myself, Dynamite Dave Abbott, the surgeon and NHS hero, Gav Collingwood, and
Phil Holmes, Phil Holmes, the H. That Ricky, HBY, the H, the B, the Y. So,
just the H.
HBY. Hadrick Yid is here. Hadrick Yid is happy. Hadrick Yid has not brought his guitar, but he's still going to sing along for you tonight, folks. He's still going to sing along. Okay, so where do we go after that?
So tonight's theme is our guilty pleasures of wrestling theme songs. So the idea is that we're all going to try and either sing, hum, improvise, or in my case, I'm going to do neither of those, and I'm just going to play the actual songs because we can't get away with so much of the tracks. And then, we're going to see who has come up with the best theme tune of all and who's come up with the worst. But first things first, gents, how are we?
Very well, pretty good. Yeah. What can I say? I don't know. Not much to report, really. I did have a couple of... I had a wrestling fight earlier tonight with my daughter, who was 6.
And lost.
I kicked her... I kicked her ass. I did loads of finishing moves on her. I did a rock bottom on her. Yeah. I did a power slam. I didn't... well, actually, she chickened out on the power slam a bit, so I had to put her down. Clothesline of death, you know.
These are life skills, Phil. These are absolute life skills, and
she seems to be enjoying it.
It's parenting 101, is that? Did you put the belt on the line though?
I'm one of those champions that it's always on the line. If you want to come and face me, I mean, she stepped up to the plate, but she got put down to the mat like everyone else. You know what I mean?
It's the taking part that counts.
Of course it is.
Says nobody who knows sport properly. So,
go for it. Carry on.
So, any news, gentlemen? Has anybody got any news that they want to kick us off with on tonight's podcast before we go into the main event?
It's a very special birthday to a certain man with a very good handshake today.
Oh, yeah. Dig it. The Macho Man, Randy Savage. How old would he have been today?
I'm going to use a calculator. I'm too lazy to Google it.
Shall we just have a guess and say 60-12?
60-something.
Macho Man. When was he born? What was the year he was born? You got that?
He was in the 50s. That's all I'm going to say. See if you can guess what his age would be.
He was born in the 50s. He'd probably be about then 50s. Well, we're talking that's 70 years ago. Fucking hell. But late 50s.
Already?
Oh, first off, ball.
You could add a beep in there for later or something.
I'm going back to edit it.
He's must have been about 65.
Oh.
67.
Oh.
68.
Yeah, 68.
Yeah,
Macho Man. Was he Buzzsaw McGraw as well in Spider-Man? I'm sure. Was that his name? Was it Bonesaw McGraw or something or other?
Something like that. But yeah. I would like to add as well, talking about Macho Man and talking about music and watch this space is all I've got to say.
Watch this space. It also, on Friday just gone, Rey Mysterio beat Seth Rollins on SmackDown, and he did the late Eddie Guerrero's finisher, the Frog Splash, because Friday was 15 years to the day that Eddie Guerrero sadly passed away as well. So R.I.P. Eddie, a fantastic, amazing wrestling personality, and also absolute amazing athlete as well, to watch his face or heel. In the wonderful world of wrestling, news this week surrounding female wrestlers. So Chelsea Green made her SmackDown debut, her blue brand debut on Friday, only within minutes into the match to break her wrist. The match was a triple threat match scheduled for Chelsea Green to win it, but unfortunately that was changed midway through the match as she broke her wrist. Gavin informs me that is also an injury that she did in NXT as well. So, you know, that's one to watch for the future. I think maybe could it have a detrimental impact on her career. And also as well, Zelina Vega was released from WWE this week. One of the many talents to speak out against WWE's control over third-party accounts, social media accounts. By the rumours were that Zelina was asked, do you want to A, stay with WWE, or B, do you want to carry on doing what you're doing on social media, making more money in a month than what you make with WWE? So she went, I'll go where the money is, thank you, and the contract was terminated.
I had some very breaking news.
Oh, go for it.
2 minutes ago, from the Iron Sheik. He tweeted, urgently go yourself. A link has been provided in both streams.
He tweeted what? Sorry?
Urgently go F yourselves.
Was that to us? Was that to the Piledriver Podcast, or just anybody in particular?
Apparently, just yourself. Yourself in general.
Well, you know,
just yourself in general. Do you know, where's Sergeant Slaughter to rein him in when you need him? Do you know what I mean? It's just not cricket, that. Any other things from the wonderful world of wrestling, guys, that I've maybe missed out on this week that you guys haven't?
Nothing off the top of my head.
Nothing from me, I'm afraid. I've not seen anything that's piqued my interest. The only other deaf. Are we done doing deafs? Have we done deafs? So yeah, sorry, guys.
Go for it, Phil. It's all news. Sadly, it's all news.
Well, it's not wrestling related, but it is Yid related. I'd just like to say quickly, rest in peace, Ray Clements.
Yes, Ray Clements, former Tottenham goalkeeper. Yes,
and obviously we're wrestling, so we'll move on. But I'd just like to get that in there because he's a Spurs legend.
Lovely tribute there, Phil. So let's go on with the main event. Who would like to go first, gentlemen, on their guilty pleasures of wrestling entrance music?
I haven't really got a worst one at the moment. I was hoping someone would give a really bad example.
Well, I tell you what, I'll go first. You know, there's always needs to be a leader, and I think that's me. You know.
It is.
Okay. So, are we? I'll go with my. First of all, I'll start with the worst, then, if you like.
Go for it. It can't get worse then.
Now, I can't sing all these, but I'll describe them and talk about them. And it was very difficult, should I add, to pick my worst, because generally I think most theme songs are okay at West. They're okay at West. You know, some of them are really cringy, and this one for me is really cringy. Now, if you can remember back to the late 80s, early 90s, which I'll always go to, sorry guys.
Yeah. No,
there was a heel wrestler at the time called the Mountie.
Oh, he always gets his man.
The Mountie always gets his man, and he had a song, and it was like this: I'm the Mountie, I'm handsome, I'm brave, I'm tall, I'm the Mountie. So you can get where I'm going with that, yeah?
That was a memorable theme tune, though, because he was like a mid-card heel, wasn't he, the Mountie? He had a few spats with Bret Hart, didn't he, back in the day?
He did have a bit of a feud with Bret Hart, definitely. But that has got to be, looking back now, I mean, I didn't even realise it was that bad then, but looking back now, it is so cringy, so awful, so bad. So for number one of my worst picks, it's the Mountie. I'm handsome, I'm brave, I'm tall.
That is a superb rendition, that, Phil, honestly. There's a round of applause all the way around planet Earth for that. That's brilliant.
Wow, thank you.
Can I go next with my guilty pleasure?
You go with what you want.
I'm sorry, guys, but it's the go-to theme tune when I'm wrestling with the heirs to my throne at Castle Abbott.
Okay.
Here goes. I'm just going to let it speak for itself.
Are you? Can't hear anything. It's in your earphones. I don't think he realises we can't hear.
Dave, we can't hear anything.
I
think he's playing Eddie. Is that Eddie Guerrero's theme tune?
It's not.
That's all I'm getting from you. We can't hear the music.
You can't even see it.
No, not John Cena. No.
It's John Cena's theme tune, man. I'm sorry, but it's just the go-to theme tune.
I was going to need
in every single room that I walk into. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I know it sucks, and it absolutely sucks. But it's just when I'm beating up or getting like double teamed by Castle Abbott, it's just that tune plays in my head, and I just start hulking up, man. Do you know what I mean? And I just relate.
That is class.
On it. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about, my time is here, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's John Cena. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what? Absolutely no remorse. No remorse whatsoever.
Well, what can I say?
Not much, for once.
And do you know what? There was something in the back of my mind in the news section that I did catch this week, and I wanted to say it. If it's too late now, I'm sorry, but I'm going to quickly say it. Devon Dudley's two sons have created a tag team.
And they're in NXT as well, AEW as well.
So,
they
wow!
They lost their debut dark match, didn't they?
Well, I've not seen them, I just read about it, but surely there must be some potential there.
I think so. They have been like on and off for a few years now, because I know they teased them a little bit in WWE, and I think in Impact as well. So hopefully now they'll actually be coming out to make a name for themselves and sort of step out of the dad's shadow.
Ever since you played that John Cena music, we can't see you.
That's right.
There it is.
Gav, what is your guilty pleasure of music?
Well, see, I didn't really do a guilty pleasure. I did one that I hate. If we're going to do a guilty pleasure, I want a guilty pleasure one as well. So, but Gav can go first, obviously.
I don't. It's not really wrestling's intro, but the old intro to SmackDown. The one that was literally.
Was that on the game as well?
Yeah, it was just so terrible. Apparently, from the behind the scenes of making it, was just literally making noises into a microphone and saying random words.
It was, yeah. But you just knew it was SmackDown, though. You just knew it was SmackDown. See what I mean, Phil?
You got it in my head, man. You got it in my head.
The next time now that you teach your children life skills by power slamming them or giving them a stone cold stunner or a clothesline from hell, just think of that, and I guarantee you'll hit them with much harder fall. Honestly, it works. Do you know what I mean?
I think if I'd have had a more softer floor, I would have done a few better moves. But I wanted to do a pedigree on her, but then I thought, no, that might really hurt her. She's only 6.
Explain that to school tomorrow.
I wanted to do a stunner. I wanted to do a stunner on her, but it just didn't work properly because she's a bit too short. But I did other moves. It was good. Okay, so
Leg drop.
So SmackDown theme for Gav is a guilty pleasure.
Not guilty pleasure. Well, then song I hate. It's just.
Oh, it's a song you hate.
It's noise.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I'm going to move on to my next worst track then, of next theme or whatever you want to call it. Right, for a short while, there was a faction called X Factor. It had X-Pac in it. It had Just Incredible in it, and it had Albert in it.
Yeah, it did.
And their theme music was the most. I don't want to upset anyone. It was. Oh God! It was very, very not macho.
I absolutely despised them anyway. I mean, I hated X-Pac.
Speaking of Albert, happy birthday, Albert, yesterday.
Yeah, we missed it. Happy birthday, Albert.
But it was an awful faction, so I agree, Phil. Awful theme tune as well, that one.
Oh, it sounded like a bad country and western song or something. It was just so bad.
Well, shall we play Name That Tune with my next one then?
Go for it.
Because unlike the last one, you won't be able to see this one like the last one, but you will be able to hear it, I'm hoping. Here it goes. This isn't Marvin Gaye.
Sexual Chocolate?
You better believe it's Mark Henry's Sexual Chocolate.
Mark Henry, nice one. I couldn't hear it that well, but my headphones are not very good.
Mark Henry's Sexual Chocolate. When Mark come out with the wonderfully, beautifully, stunningly Mae Young. Yes, back in the day. Who, to be fair, was only about 60 years older than him. So, do you know what I mean? So, yeah. It was.
It's Mark Henry, man.
It's not the kind of theme tune you expect for the world's strongest man. Do you know what I mean? So, but, you know, I think he kind of went with his early WWE cheesy gimmick as well.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. Okay, Gav. Have you got another worst one, or should you want me to do another worst one for you?
Should we try to go? How do I this? Like, see if we can one up each other for slightly better until we get to the point where it's actually good music.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. So what you got, Gav? What you got for us?
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
Oh, wonderful. Fresh from his AEW debut as well, at the pay-per-view, Hurricane Helms. And it was a great video as well. It was so beautifully low budget. It was just incredible.
Low budget, high budget, like a monster truck running over a golf cart.
Yeah, just beautiful. The Hurricane. Do you want me to slightly up that one?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, so here we go. Any momento now when the internet decides it wants to.
That's Stone Cold.
It is.
Yes.
I did almost want to put Stone Cold in my best, actually, but...
You can't tell me as a wrestling fan that when that glass shattered, you didn't instantly get jacked because you knew that someone was going to get the butt kicked massively.
Yeah, absolutely. I liked it. Do you know what I was thinking about? Do you know, to be fair, when we decided that this was going to be the show, now I decided that my best three was going to be what made me buzz the most. You know, like made me tingle. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, I love... My last one for West, I'm going to give you it now, then you'll have had my three.
Is it better than
So we've had the Mountie, we've had X Factor. Now, this guy is a wrestler I love. And his music theme tune is average. And that's the problem. He's right up there, and I think the music is good. It should have been somewhat better. And... do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Which
down, 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 down,
The rock says.
That's it. It's just too boring. It's boring for him. It should have been so much more electrifying. He was the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, after all.
So to counter that, though, right, and just playing advocate on this one, would you not say that his in-ring ability and his mic skills kind of made up for having a bit of a lame theme tune?
Yes, but that's not the topic, is it?
Very true.
Is it, Davy boy? Is it, Davy boy? You know, once this lockdown's over, I'll show you in the ring how much that fucking makes sense. Sorry, again. This is an X-rated show tonight. I'm sorry. But sometimes you've got to lay the smack down.
Phil's on the book,
Phil's going AEW commentary tonight. He's forgot that we're towing the line of the WWE PG-13 commentary.
I do apologise.
Gav, give us your theme tune then, because Phil gone with The Rock. I would say it's better than the Mounties theme tune. Certainly better than the whatever that stable of X-Pac, Albert and Just Incredible was.
That I'm sure should have been released by Blue or Westlife or something, you know?
Yeah, we weren't even that good, was it?
Slightly better.
X Factor by Blue on the X Factor. By Simon Cowell. Yep, that's enough of that.
I was going to think of something that's slightly better than The Rock's, but not too good.
Okay.
I'm going with Ric Flair's just... Yeah. It's not good. It's not good.
It's not amazing, but is it not quintessential Ric Flair? Is it like space
flamboyant as he is?
Sort of, you know, it's like Ric Flair is the man of the planet, the man.
He is very flamboyant, I suppose.
Yeah, and it was the strut for me. The strut that went with the music was just, yeah, that'll do. And you know what? When, like, obviously Ric Flair was in his pomp as well, it made you hate him all the more as a heel when he came out to that music, because that music absolutely reeked of ego, didn't it? Do you know what I mean? Which was quintessential Ric Flair. I'm gonna play one for you now, and I'm gonna see if you can guess this one. This guy quit wrestling a long time ago, then became a fairly controversial coach in the development centre back in the day. See what you think of this.
I can't quite hear it.
Sounds familiar. Sounds real familiar to me.
When else know is it?
Of that era? No, but it was that good. I actually learned how to play it on guitar. It's Hardcore Holly.
Hardcore Holly. Well, do you know, I thought this episode would have been an absolute, you know, I can't believe you didn't bring your guitar to the show tonight, Dave, and play a few theme tunes on it.
Because you guys can't afford it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we can't afford you. I thought we was a partnership.
No, I'm telling you, when you challenge me into the ring, Phil, you know, don't be surprised if I go all honky tonk. Do you know what I mean? Or walk with a lariat. Yes. If I start walking with a lariat.
Nah. I don't think you're the sort of person that'd destroy one of your guitars across my head.
I don't think I would, because I don't think I can show this. So you're probably right. I'm not sure it's under the home and content, so I'll double check that, Phil.
But being the Heartbreak Kid, I'd have something sensational about. Don't worry about it.
Next theme tune then, chaps, because we're slightly going up. I mean, that for me is a riff and a half, that Hardcore Holly theme tune. Not the greatest wrestler, not the best on the mic in terms of personality and charisma, but that theme tune there just, I have to learn how to play that. And yeah, thankfully I just learned by ear to play Hardcore Holly's theme tune on guitar.
Okay, spot. That's actually really amazing, and Dave is a good guitarist.
Get to the good ones now.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Okay. I'm gonna. Who's going first then? With their favourite, best one, first best one, or whatever.
I'm going from not the best to the best.
Okay.
Mine will be in no particular order, but we'll stick to a format now. Gavin, do all your three. I'll do all my three. Dave, you do all your three.
Okie doke.
Is that all right with you guys?
Yeah, what we're doing now, our three best
best
theme tunes. Okie dokie. Well, I've played one of them, that's Hardcore Holly, so I've used my first one.
Well, you might as well do your next two then, Dave.
Okie doke. Right then, let's see if we can hear this one.
Oh! You think you know me?
Yeah, don't scare away the viewers, Phil.
Name that wrestler.
Edge and Christian, yeah?
It is indeed with the, I think it was more Edge's solo one, but yeah, it was definitely up
All right, okay. You think you know me? Yeah.
Done by none other than White Zombie as well. Rob Zombie, of course, gone on to direct quite a few sort of quite funny and dark horror films as well. Not noticeably some of the Halloween remakes, but that was
Corpses.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Devil's Reject.
House of a Thousand Corpses is better, in my opinion.
Reject was better. Do you know?
Yeah.
Depends what you want. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, yeah. Go on. Next one then. What's your last pick?
And my last one. What's that?
Don't you like clowns? Don't we make you laugh? Ain't we freaking funny?
Well, that's right. Yeah. Captain Spaulding.
Right.
Captain Spaulding. Yeah, damn right. Okay, so we're going to go for my penultimate one, and I apologise in advance if I've stole this, but in fact, no. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. Here we go.
No, you're first. I'll change mine if you've got yours.
No. It's okay. It's all gravy because this is again. It's on my running thing, my running playlist, and it's also a song that I learned to play on the old guitar.
Can't hear it. I can.
It's DX. Batista's theme tune.
Well, Batista, okay.
I Walk Alone by Saliva. Yeah, absolutely. Just a quality rock tune, along with Edge's theme tune, the Rob Zombie version, and also Hardcore Holly as well. Just quality rock riffs, quality grungy metal riffs, and those are my top three wrestling theme tunes of all time.
Okay, Dave, I'll go next. And first of all, I'd like you to say which song were you going to pick that you changed?
I was going to go Real American by Hulk Hogan.
I was as well, and I wanted to so bad, but I didn't.
Oh, that's why I held back, Phil. I didn't want to take the limelight off you, man.
I wanted to put it so bad, but there is one other theme tune from that era that really gave me the goosebumps. And it was, my first pick will be then.
Just dropped by 3 viewers. I'm not joking.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh,
now,
dig it.
Brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our viewership literally dropped by 2 while he was doing that.
Well, do you know
I'm
what?
not even joking.
Well, you know.
Even though we got copyright striked for it.
That's because they've gone to look for my personal own YouTube channel to see me singing Beatles classics.
They've gone to my greatest hits, Phil.
Do you know what? It's a bargain. They should do. It costs you £20.99. It's only 5 songs. It's worth it. Okay. So yeah, Macho Man is it's one of them, gives me goosebumps. I've always liked it. You know, his outfit, his grand entrance. He was brilliant with that music in the WWE. You know, great wrestler, such a great skill set, such a great personality. Could have been so much better, so much grander, so much bigger. But we will move on, unless you two have anything to add about Macho Man.
I think it's a fantastic theme tune. I think it just captures the grand personality, the big personality that Macho Man was, along with the wonderful Miss Elizabeth as well. Because they were like, if you call it at the time, they were, storyline-wise, they were the power couple of WWF, weren't they?
Absolutely.
They were like the first recognised serious couple who, in real life as well, ended up getting married. Well,
they did, yeah.
So, yeah, fantastic. And it's a typical, for me, it's a quality face 80s wrestling theme tune as well, because I don't think a heel could get away with that really so much. So
it just got you buzzing. The music got you buzzing, man. It did me anyway. Anyway, moving on. So to number 2. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
You got 3 extra views then? No, I didn't really.
Oh.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly presents to you the tag team champions of the world, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn. And if you ain't down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, Phil, you just freezed at a really bad time.
Do you know what, Phil? You said that when we was talking about, like, before the start of tonight's show, about our worst ones. I had lined up K-Quick and Road Dogg, their entrance music, because it was just absolutely shambolic. It was like the K-Quick and Road Dogg one was like two guys who were well past the prime of going to a bar. They still think they can cut it with like the 18 and 21 year olds.
Yeah.
It's like, oh lads, please just put the microphone down. Just stop. Just stop. I'm doing it for your benefit. Just stop. Do you know what I mean? But that with the badass Billy Gunn, absolutely timeless.
Well, the funny thing is, Dave, you were saying that about Road Dogg and K-Quick. One of my worst ones, or bad ones, was with Billy Gunn and Chuck Palumbo. Do you know what I mean? So the other way he went.
Good to me. I love that. Really weird though on SmackDown when like those 2 guys were like kind of friendship, marriage sort of thing. It was really odd. And Chuck Palumbo was such an amazing wrestler in WCW. You know, when he tag teamed up with Sean O'Haire back in the prime of WCW. But yeah, oh no, I'm sorry, Phil, but there's just something about the Chuck and Billy theme tune. I just love the cheat.
Like it? You like to rub your legs to that one, don't you, Dave?
It's so cheesy. It's triple Gloucester. Do you know what I mean? It's got so much cheese on it. So, but yeah, Road Dogg, can't whack that, mate. It's absolutely timeless, that, in the action era.
Okay, so my last one. And I reckon you can probably both going to call it, aren't you? You're both going to call it. Wrong.
Is it not Hulk Hogan?
Oh, you think you're cool? You know it's sexy. I got the boots that drives the girls wild. So I'm a sexy boy.
It's the Heartbreak Kid.
So there you go.
The Heartbreak Kid and Sensational Sherry.
Absolutely. You know, but also when he came back, when he came back after his injury and Triple H was like, "Oh, I'm Mr. Big round here now, let's be friends," but not really, I'll bash you up. But I loved it. Michaels came back. His back was fixed. He'd found God. He was a nice person. When his music hit, I loved it. I said to you before, when he won that first championship after coming back in that Elimination Chamber cell, the music hits, he wins the championship. It's for the fans, it's for the people. He changed, and I like him.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he retired at least 5 times during that era as well, which was good. One more match after another match. You know what I mean?
Amount of times I've retired from five-a-side football, I understand. Give the guy a break.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, great theme tune. Again, another memorable one. Like years and years down the line, people are just going to know that theme tune, the Heartbreak Kid. Probably the best ever singles turn ever from any wrestler, I think, in any organisation, to go from being in a sort of mid-table sort of tag team to going solo, and then with that theme tune. Yeah, absolutely, Phil. Great choice. Gav, over to you.
I've got a really tricky one because there's 3 that I like, and they're all
Give all
good.
3.
I'm trying to think of the worst of the 3 to start off with. I'm going to have to say it's a certain song by Living Colour.
CM Punk! CM Punk!
Personality. What a cracking song to come on when you come
Cult
out.
of Personality is a great theme tune. Absolutely brilliant. It's just a great track anyway. One of the very, very few all black rock bands as well from the sort of late 90s, early 2000s as well. So
where are you taking us now, Phil?
What, sorry?
Where's he taking us now?
Don't do it, Phil. Don't take us there, Phil. Just please leave the whatever device you've got. Gav, quickly go on to the second song.
I'll tell you what, guys.
For a second.
Apparently, Vince McMahon has just turned up in my parking lot, so I'm going to have to check it out. I'll be about 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute. Okay? Moving on.
Position.
Oh, brilliant.
Should we carry on while he's gone, or just...
Yes, please.
Yeah, distract from the fact that he's draining the main vein.
That he's just been Phil.
Yeah. Second, I have to go with a guy that has his own song. As his own song. Can you guess?
What do we have here? Little bit of the bubbly.
It has to be Judas, because the song.
It's got to be, hasn't it? Jericho. The only guy who I know is a heel who stands there and all the crowd sing his theme tune back to him as well. And then seconds later, just booing everything he says. It's brilliant.
It is a cracking song, though.
It is a great song.
What else could you want from a song when you come in there?
I know. And I just love the fact. And do you know what? They aren't that bad a band as well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a couple of songs I do like from them. So, yeah. And what's your final one, Gav?
This is the one that I struggled with to decide if it was my favourite or not, but it has to be Edge's newest one, Metal English by Alter Bridge.
Oh, yes. Yeah, his WrestleMania
I
one.
That song before it was his theme tune.
Yeah.
So can I ask you, Gav, about your choices and things like that? So when you wear these, you're watching your wrestlers, you're watching the shows, and when these entrance themes kick in, for you, they give you the goosebumps, yeah?
Well, if you ever hear Cult of Personality played again, then it would do, yeah.
Yeah.
The return to CM Punk, if it ever happens. Might not happen, but if it does,
maybe not.
What a hell of a pop that'll be.
It'd be a massive pop. I tell you, that will literally raise the roof if he ever came out, honestly,
just like
to
Edge
that.
when he came back to Metal English.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fantastic. So we've all got our choices there. It'd be great if anybody listening as well puts down out of the ones that we've chosen tonight, we've gone through our guilty pleasures as well, and also our actual ones that we do look forward to listening to.
I've got a couple of suggestions from the comments.
Can I add a couple more guilty pleasures? I always love British Bulldogs. I know it's like patriotic. But look, listen, while I'm the champ, once one of you two beat me, you can kind of like butt in whenever you want.
You mean I get to beat you and get a championship for it? Sweet.
It's going to be very difficult for either of you to beat me. Because, I'm one of them. I'm a salami, whatever you want to call it.
Phil is the face that runs the place.
Face that runs the place. But it's the prettiest face as well, isn't it? Come on, guys. I'm still waiting. I might still get called up one day, and I think I could do a job in that federation.
Yeah, you could be a jobber, yeah.
I like it. Glorious. Glorious, blah, 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 victorious.
You've never been victorious.
Well,
you
it
mean
is.
The national anthem, Phil? You mean the national anthem?
No, it wasn't, was it? It wasn't Rule Britannia.
Was it not? Oh, it was Rule Britannia. I do apologise. Yes, it was. Yeah.
British Bulldog came out to Rule Britannia, and again, it was a big buzz.
Did.
And when that music hit, you knew it was coming out. And I think some music, especially like modern ones, are so generic. You're not quite sure what's coming out. Sounds the same. Do you know what I mean?
I want to suggest the worst music. All it is a siren and the word warning. With right to censor.
Right to censor.
Do you know what? I was listening to that earlier. Obviously, I was all day. Well, not all day. For about an hour today, I did a bit of research and I looked at YouTube.
And best and
right to censor. But then I thought, you know what? No, because it fits them. It works for them.
Warning.
It works for their gimmick. So I thought it.
Have we?
It was rubbish, but
of theme tunes from people listening tonight.
Yeah, Sarah Darius is back as well. One of his favourite songs is Darby Allin's theme, which.
Oh, that is a good theme tune, actually. Yeah.
Just don't hear it enough. He's still been sitting in the crowd going like this.
Yeah, isn't he? Yeah, like a low budget Sting. Yeah.
Low budget, but still good. AJ Styles' Evil Ways for when he was in TNA.
Oh, yes.
And Jeff Hardy's another me from TNA as well.
Jeff Hardy from TNA, yes. When he went in his Willow gimmick. Yeah. Yes. Fantastic. So we'd like anybody listening tonight to, to keep on commenting. Thank you so far to those who have commented this evening. Also, give us your thoughts on any of the songs that we've chose tonight, as well as your own. Are we miles off the pace? Are our views way off kilter? Or do you think, actually, no, out of all the ones that you guys have chosen tonight, if I was to pick one of those, it would be da-da-da-da-da. So please leave your comments. Anything else to say on the main event, guys, before we go towards the end of the show with birthdays and, of course, the cherry on the cake, which is the wrestling joke
of the week? Well, I'd like to just say one thing, obviously, again, about the viewers. One of our good friends on the podcast is a guy called Carl. You're probably listening. If not, you listen to it later. Hello, Carl.
Yes. Hello, Carl. Hello, Sadarius.
Basically, what I'm going to say is you made me smile recently by posting a photograph of your wrestling toys.
He did indeed.
And what I would love, if any of our other listeners have got wrestling toys, please post your pictures to the Facebook page of different setups and put your toys in different arrangements and make us all smile, basically. Post your pictures.
Any wrestling merchandise that you've got, ladies and gents, post them. Just take the snaps, post them, and obviously we'll get those displayed. We thanks to Gav, we've now got a Twitter page, Gav. If you want to give us and tell the folks what sort of traffic and conversations that you have been having with certain people in the wonderful world of wrestling.
I think we're joining the Dark Order.
Yes, the AEW Dark Order. Yes, I would.
We may have to drink the Kool-Aid as long as Alan Angels gives us some of that.
Absolutely. Got to do the pose as well, the hand pose. Drink the Kool-Aid. And man, if it means me rubbing shoulders with John Silver, I'm joining that dark order because that's what I want for Christmas.
To be fair, John Silver will rub anything.
Yeah, he probably would actually.
All my heroes are old men. Even my namesake.
He's John Silver. That's all I've asked for. Is John Silver for Christmas. So, if I get that, it's been a lovely ending to what's been a very solemn year for the world as a whole. And what other people have you been speaking to as well, Gab, on behalf of the Piledriver Podcast?
Got Lever Bits is hopefully a fan of the podcast, even though she's currently busy on her own stream right now because it is a Sunday night.
The librarian. The librarian as well, from supporting Brandon Cutler as well, of all people. And there was a certain beast that you were speaking to who threatened to smash up a brand new Xbox on his Twitter account as well.
Yeah,
who was that, Gav?
Seriously as well. That was the Murder Hawk himself. The
Murder Hawk, Big Lance as well, and hopefully Big Lance is keeping in touch with Jake the Snake Roberts to keep people posted on his health and well-being as well. Right then, guys, are we ready to move on to birthdays and the cherry on the Piledriver Podcast cake, which is the joke of the week?
Yeah, I've got to find it.
So birthdays-wise, what have we got, Gav? Who do we know?
It's not until the 19th show, but Miss Elizabeth as well.
Posthumous birthday for Miss Elizabeth, yeah.
Born 1960.
Okay.
Yeah.
Albert, as you mentioned, Randy Cabbage, who's today.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. And the rest are pretty much next week, so we'll have to bring them next week instead.
We have a guest coming on to next week's show, which is Devastating Dale Whitelaw from We Design, which are going to be producing our Piledriver Podcast merchandise soon. So, Dale, if you're listening, there's your plug to be a guest on next week's show.
He's definitely Dale commented on the YouTube. F-word, someone mentioned Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah. Well, you did mention Shawn Michaels, did you not? Heartbreak Kid?
Well, he's my namesake. What's the problem? What's happening? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
No, we just said that you have mentioned Shawn Michaels with the theme music, didn't you, earlier on tonight on the
Absolutely,
on the podcast?
Absolutely. I know he's had different theme musics, and obviously he was part of DX, so he had the DX theme music sometimes. But for me, the classic Shawn Michaels Heartbreak Kid music is Sexy Boy. It's got to be Sexy Boy.
Excellent.
Just like me. So, well, hey, do you know what? I agree with you, viewer, listener. It's one of those, isn't it? For me, it always was. Once that hits, especially when it was a mega face, and it was, you know what I mean? When that hit, it was like, yes, come on, Sean, come on. Yeah.
Excellent. So just to say on there that Phil did do a big plug earlier on in the show for the Sexy Boy theme tune. Gav, do we have the highlight of the podcast?
We have a joke, but it's not complete. I can't word it very well.
Okay.
Okay.
When Hulk Hogan dies, I'm going to refuse to go to work that day. Because just like him, I'm not going to job.
Whoa!
That's as good as it gets tonight, sorry.
Fantastic. Well, great show tonight, guys. Really enjoyed it, picking on the theme tunes. Next week, does anybody have any ideas for a theme? Because if not, I've got one in reserve.
Well,
I've got another joke.
We've got a guest next week. Is he joining us for the full show?
He's joining us for the full show.
Okay, so is there anything he wants to talk about?
Right, Dale, it's over to you. Yeah, so Dale, it's over to you. You've got to pick the theme for the Piledriver Podcast. Gav, sign us off with one more joke.
It's not a good one, I apologise. I can't remember I've told
That's a
before
lie,
as well.
after all it.
When did you have a good one? Sorry.
Oh, shots fired.
Ooh.
I would like be upset, but he's right. So,
I love them all. I love them all.
so how did Rikishi cook his stir fry?
How did Rikishi cook his stir fry?
He did
I
it
don't know.
with a wok.
No. Yeah, I don't even get it. That's
And
bad,
on
isn't it?
that bombshell.
Good night. God bless.
God bless. And
Take your vitamins and say your prayers.
No, vitamins.
Yes.
You got to say it right.
Take your vitamins and say your prayers, guys.
for those 28-inch pythons. All the best, ladies and gents. Ciao for now.
Ooh.
Oh,